everyone. Today I'd like to show you how to make these earring hooks, and also after showing you how to make the Stardust ear hook with flattened end and a hole through it, I'll quickly show you how to make this beautiful gold and silver pearl earring using the technique that I'm going to show you today. So this one I bent it on the side and this one I bent it forward. I have lost so many ear hook earrings over the years, and by doing the Stardust effect, that lessens, if not eliminates, the chance of having the earring popping out, so you'll have a bit more grip on the skin, so less chances of losing your earrings. The materials we need for today are 2 pieces of 1 1/4 inch 21 gauge fine silver wire for our ear hooks, 2 pieces 1 1/2 inch 24 gauge gold filled head pin, 2 mm Stardust sterling silver beads. If you can't get hold of a Stardust bead of this size, then watch my video on how to make a Stardust bead and Stardust wire. Then I have a 9 mm round pearl, 4 mm gold filled Stardust round beads, also a piece of 24 gauge gold filled wire, just in case we don't have enough left over from the head pin wire. To start off with, I'd like to show you how to make a Stardust ear hook. So if you can see the difference of the wire, this is just a plain 21 gauge wire with no Stardust effect, and the ear hooks has got Stardust effect. To begin with, as you notice, the ear hook has a flat surface at the end of it. So now I'm going to show you how to make the flat end of the ear hook. So what I have here is a steel block, but if you haven't got a steel block, you can use any metallic object. So this is a galvanized sealing clip, or you can use any piece of steel as long as it has a hard surface. So to start off, I'm gonna take my fine silver wire and just hammer the end of it. And turn it over on the other side. So as you can see, that's already flattening. And hammer the other end as well, just to smooth it in there. Once the tip is flat enough to put a hole through, then take a piece of nail, or in this case I'm using a piece of screw, and then I will take the end of the screw and just put it on the center of my hammered wire. So I'll just press this just to basically scratch the surface first up, so that way when I hammer it, it wouldn't slip. And then I'm going to proceed and hammer this, so I'll just put that on the dent and hammer it. So I'll just check this if it has gone through. So I have created a hole through my wire, and then now what I'm going to do is take a round file, or you can also use a bead reamer which got diamond coating on the surface, and I will just file this, insert it there and just twist it and do both sides. And I'm just making the hole bigger to accommodate a 24 gauge wire. So I'm just taking my head pin and checking. It's got plenty of room to move around, so that's perfect. Then I'll take a flat nose pliers and just squash this and then file it off. You can use any file. In this case, I'm using even just a nail file. And then just file off the surface and the side as well, and the edges, just so you don't have any sharp points. Just check, see if there's any sharp edges, and then I'll run my file all along the rest of the wire to create a Stardust effect. Also file off the tip of the wire so it doesn't catch on or doesn't cut you when you insert it through your earlobes. And then I'll take a round nose pliers and I'll place the wire on its side, so that's a flat surface, and so I'll turn it on the side and just grab hold of that to make the appropriate size for the earlobes, and I'm going to bend it around almost coming back to itself. And then right at the tip, I'll just bend it backwards. And open it up a little bit. And if that's not straight, then you can straighten it with the flat nose pliers. So now you got one ear hook, so I'll just do another one. Then I'm going to take the head pin and insert my 2mm bead for Stardust bead, and also the pearl. And I'll take my round nose pliers and let's just make a loop wrap. So I'm just going around a couple of times. And we'll just straighten that because it's crooked, it's leaning towards one side. And I'll snip off the excess. And then tuck in the wire that's sticking out and adjust the loop. So now the leftover wire from our head pin is, I think, big enough or long enough to make a loop with. So I'm going to use this. If the wire you have left over is not long enough, then use the spare piece of 24 gauge wire. So now I'm just going to do a loop on the end and then straighten that, and I'll just flatten it. I'll insert the Stardust bead or the gold Stardust bead, and I'll make another loop on the other end. And then straighten it out. And I'm going to open one end and hook up the pearl. Close it off. And I'll also open the other end and hook it up to the hole on our ear hook. Close it off. And now we got one earring done. I'm just going to go ahead and proceed and finish the other one. Now I've finished the earring and it looks absolutely beautiful. You don't have to use pearls. You can use other gemstones if you prefer, but I'm just using pearls because my daughter just loves pearls, so and I'm making it for her, and I'm sure she's going to love it.